Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock by request, where it's a review of the movie Jack Frost 2, The Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman, and this one of course comes to us from fellow YouTuber Resident Vania77. He's icing, and he's slicing. Yes, Jack's back. Well, the events of this story is supposed to have taken place 1 year after the events that happened in the first movie, which, of course, honestly, the movie took place about 3 or 4 years after the first one, but we'll just go with the plot of it being, about a year later. And good old Sheriff Sam Tyler has been seeing a psychiatrist about everything that happened the year before. The psychiatrist suggests to him that maybe he should just get out of his small little town of Snowmanton and just get away from it all. Maybe it'll help him out. But Sam can't help but think that there's still something going on. He still feels like Jack is still around because he's sort of he keeps hearing his voice and everything like that. Well, Sam, his wife Anne, and Sam's... oh, lordy. His secretary and his deputy decide to go to a tropic island, because I think that might do some good. Of course, his deputy and secretary, Joe and Marla, are planning on getting married while they're there. Well, they get there, and it turns out that Jack has somehow followed the gang, and once he gets to the island, he reforms and starts going on his bloody, graphic, somewhat silly killing spree. Jack is able to turn the tropic island into a snowy paradise, and whereas antifreeze stopped Jack the first time around, it didn't work this time around. So he falls into a vat of antifreeze, comes back out, and spits out little killer snowballs. Well, they find out how to kill the snowballs, which is by bananas, because apparently Sam has a banana allergy. So Jack discovers that his little kids were defeated by everybody on the isle. Jack goes on another killing spree, kill a bunch more people, and it's up to Sam and Anne to try and save the day. Well, Jack traps Anne in some sort of ice fortress thing, forms around her. Sam shows up, has a banana on an arrow, and he shoots it into Jack. Jack explodes, and in a foamy, snowy mess, Sam gets Anne out of there. And the movie's not quite done yet. It has kind of two endings. Sam and Anne walk off onto the beach. And then you see this cargo ship with these Japanese guys on there and what looks like a big giant carrot hitting a toy boat. Just watch it, you'll understand what I mean. And then past the credits, it turns out that Joe and Marla are still stuck in the freezer where they hid at when Jack came in and started killing everybody. So there you guys pretty much have it. So, why did this movie suck? Honestly, I liked it. But I did have a few issues with it. I mean, number one, the snowballs kind of were just sort of like the Krites from Critters. I thought that was a little bit of a lame kind of knockoff kind of thing. And you really didn't see Jack a whole lot in this movie. I mean, he showed up every once in a while, but when the little snowballs took over, you just kind of wishing Jack would finally show up. And when he did and got killed off just a few minutes after he reappeared again, you're kind of disappointed. But ultimately, overall, I enjoyed it very immensely. And really enjoyed the first one too. And I have been trying to check to see if there's ever going to be a Jack Frost 3, and unfortunately, for the guy who played Sheriff Tyler in Part 1 and Part 2, has passed away, and last I've read, there are no plans to make a Jack Frost 3, but who knows? Never say never, right, gang? So there you have it. A review of Jack Frost 2, Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman, but I'm going to keep crossing my fingers and hoping that there's going to be a Jack Frost 3. Maybe it might include Sheriff Tyler's son this time trying to take on Jack. I mean, what do you think? Good idea? Maybe? No? So special thanks to, I don't know, it was just a silly idea I had. Special thanks to Resident Vania77 for his request. Please go check out his channel, subscribe to him as well, and hey, if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe if you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that made you feel chilled to the bone, but still made you laugh your nose off. Send it my way, and I will get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching, and until next time, for Doc Schlock, by request, as always, stay strong and rock on. He should really go see a dentist, or maybe some kind of a throat doctor. There's something obviously stuck in his mouth.